Hi, Southminster. It's good to be with you. I hope you're all having a good week. I hope you're all safe and sound. I wanted to take a minute and just give you a couple of updates on a couple of things that are coming up and also some things that you have been asking about. Um, we have closed down our worship once again, as you are aware. And, I don't know about you, but I am starting to feel that COVID fatigue quite a bit right now. But I do have hope in the fact that the one constant in our lives is God. Our scripture for this weekend is from Jeremiah, a couple different chapters in Jeremiah, but Jeremiah 31, I think, says it best when God says, I am going to make a new covenant. This is something that God is doing and that we really have very little control over, and that is good because it tells us that no matter what happens, no matter what we may be going through, that God is still here with us and at work redeeming and saving our lives. And so we can rely and put all of our hope in that. So despite what may seem kind of like a dark time once again, God is still the light in our lives. So the two updates I wanted to quickly give you. Many of you have been asking about our stewardship campaign this year and wondering why you haven't received our stewardship packet or heard anything about stewardship, or just wondering what is going on with stewardship. Well, as you may remember, at the beginning of the year, we decided to put together a strategic planning team, and that team has been hard at work for the last 10 months. And now our visioning team, our strategic planning team, and council are hard at work finalizing that plan. And the hope was that that plan would help us then decide how we were going to approach stewardship this year, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And so we are doing stewardship a little differently this year. Our stewardship season or campaign will be in January this year. It's interesting. I did some research on, is this even a good idea? Is it feasible to do stewardship in January? And sure enough, the first thing that came up was an article from the Presbyterian Church USA saying churches have done this and it's been successful. So we're gonna do it. So the entire month of January 2021 will be our stewardship campaign. And our theme this year is God's promises, our strength. It's just a good reminder of God's presence in our lives, the certainty of God's promises, and that we can rely on those and find comfort and hope in the promises of God. So more information will be coming up soon. You'll also hopefully have the opportunity to make your pledges online. We are looking into that as well. So I'm excited for our stewardship campaign this year. I like stewardship. I think it's fun. And so I hope you are too. And again, I do want to thank you for all of your generosity and support this past year. Without it, I'm not sure where we'd be right now. And so just thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And as we come up to our stewardship campaign this year, we do ask you to prayerfully consider what kind of pledge you'd like to make to our church and our ministry this year, because it is your pledge that makes this church go, that makes our ministry go. God uses your generosity to minister to our congregation and to our community. So once again, I encourage you to prayerfully consider your pledge for 2021 as we get closer to Stewardship 2021. God's promises, our strength. Well, the second update I want to give you has to do with live streaming. You've probably noticed we've had our ups and downs with live streaming. And last week and this week are both going to be video worship. And that's intentional because we have hired a new live streamer. And we are excited that she is coming on board. Her name is Lindsay, and you will have a chance to meet her. She is the owner of Downtown Media Works in Arlington Heights and has a lot of experience, a lot of knowledge, has a wonderful entrepreneurial spirit, and is incredibly creative. So we're excited to bring Lindsay on board and to have her do our live streaming for us. And we will be relaunching our live streaming on Sunday, November 29th, which also, believe it or not, is the first Sunday of Advent. And we are excited for Advent too. We need it this year, I think, more than maybe any other year. So I encourage you to tune in on the 29th to experience our live stream and to worship together. Well, Southminster, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you found it helpful. I, again, hope you all are doing well and are healthy. Know that we miss you, that we love you, and we really hope that we can be together soon. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.